You might think wars are fought over religion, territory, power, or oil. But did you know that in 1525, Italy and Switzerland nearly plunged into a bloody conflict over a wooden bucket? Yes, a bucket, used for holding water, or for more personal business, depending on your imagination. And this feud lasted for nearly 500 years, at least in terms of national pride and bruised egos. Part 1. The situation in a nutshell. 16th century Europe was not for the faint of heart. This was an era where every city had armed guards, every man carried a sword, and every toilet was a communal hole in the ground. Bologna, a beautiful Italian city, and Modena, also in Italy, though it would later develop deep ties with Switzerland, had been at odds for a long time. And the issue? Control over a public well that sat between their territories. This wasn't just a water source, it was the town's hub for gossip, politics, and, of course, the resting place of the wooden bucket. One not-so-peaceful night, Modena's soldiers snuck into Bologna and stole the bucket. Yes, a wooden bucket. Part 2. How a really stupid decision happened. Bologna woke up one morning to find the bucket gone. Now, a sensible reaction would have been to sigh, maybe curse a little, and go get another bucket. But no, city leaders saw it as an act of war. And as we all know, when a man's pride is wounded, especially over a bucket, blood must be shed. And so, the War of the Bucket began. Bologna mobilized over 30,000 soldiers. Modena had only about 7,000, but they had one clear advantage. They were better at stealing buckets. Part 3. What were the long-term consequences? The war lasted only a single day, but the fallout echoed for centuries. In history books and in bitter grudges, Modena won. Not only did they keep the bucket, they proudly put it on display like a national treasure. That's right. Modena's museum still has the bucket to this day. You can go see it, if you don't mind paying to stare at what basically looks like an ancient toilet. And Bologna? Crushed, humiliated, and still no bucket. Part 4. Unbelievable and hilarious details. One theory suggests the bucket was actually used as a makeshift toilet by soldiers camping near a well. So yes, the two cities nearly slaughtered each other over a portable latrine. A famous satirical poem from that era claimed, "Bologna swears that bucket held the blood of their ancestors." More likely, it held something else, something brown. While both sides boasted about their glorious historical legacy, many ordinary folks just asked, "Are you guys out of your minds?" Part 5. A modern-day parallel. Even today, we still see countries argue over the tiniest things. A deserted island in the middle of the ocean. A statue of a cow placed slightly off its proper location. A scrap of land smaller than a soccer field, yet enough to make a nation spend billions just to save face. Which means, after 500 years, humans haven't learned much. So what's the lesson here? Never go to war over a bucket. And if you absolutely must, at least make sure it's a golden bucket. Or one that holds gold. The end. Human history could have been written by wise decisions, but more often it's been shaped by impulsive choices, bruised egos, and yes, toilet-related objects. See you in the next episode, where we dive into when the Vatican trained ninjas and how it almost brought down Europe. Hit like, subscribe, and comment, keep it coming if you want more bizarre and heartbreaking tales from human history.